Summer has come and passed. The innocent will never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, it never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends. Hello, hope you're having a great day. My name is Drue James and I'm playing Boulevard. No, I'm not. I'm playing Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day. Got it mixed up with Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Apologies. And I'm going to be showing you how to pick it, how to strum it, and how to give it the acoustic treatment. Because if you know this song, which I'm sure you do, the reason why you're watching the video, you will know that it's a big band arrangement. There is lots of production, lots of guitars, lots of distortion, and I want to show you how to make it campfire friendly, I suppose, so you can sing it with your buddies with just an acoustic guitar and you don't need the full bands to do it justice. So let's have a look at the left hand and break it all down for you. Just quickly before we start this lesson, if you like my t-shirt, it's called Cocculus Rift, then check out giddytees.co.uk. I've left a link in the video description. Okay, so to start this, what we're going to be doing is taking our ring finger, so I label the fingers index, middle, ring and pinky, and the ring finger is going to go on the 5th fret on the D string. Now the D string, Eddie 8 Dynamite, okay, if you want to know the rest, goodbye Eddie. So D string, 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, leave that there. Take your index finger, put it on the 3rd fret on the B string, like this. Okay, so you should have a stretch of a fret in the middle, excuse me, and with your plectrum or your fingers, you're going to be playing D, G, B string. So you're going from the D string down towards the floor. Okay, now what you may find if you're a beginner is this finger is collapsing and you're getting this. Or like that sort of noise on that string. So what you need to do is quite simply just push your wrist forward so that this ring finger doesn't touch the G string. Whatever you need to do. Notice my thumb's not over the top, so I think that would make it a little bit harder for a lot of people. So bring the thumb around the back and push your wrist forwards. Okay, so that's the first part. Now what you're going to do is you're going to play that, I'm going to call this one time. That's once, okay? So in total you're going to be doing it 4 times before the singing starts. Let's have a little go at that. Okay. So that is going to be your intro of the song. Making sure everything is nice and ringing, not... Okay, that would be the worst that you could do. Then when the singing starts, you make the same chord. Da, da, da. Then you're going to change. So taking this ring finger, you can lift that up and instead put the middle finger on that D string on the 4th fret now. Okay, please use these fingers because it makes it a lot easier. And you're going to do the same picking pattern, but just once. Okay, so here we go from the first bit, 5, 4. Okay, well done. Then big movement. Take your index finger, put it on the 2nd fret on the D, and take your middle finger and put it on the 3rd fret on the B string. Do the same picking. making sure this index finger isn't collapsing and you're going. So push it forward. And then finally, next bit, lift up this finger completely to an open D string, leave the middle finger where it is, and still play the D, G and B string. So let's just take you through that. So we've got 5 on the D string, 4, 2, 0. Now notice I use slightly different fingers. I use ring and index. You can use that if you want. But all the while, remember, we've got this, which is called a D, ringing the whole time. Okay? Great, so that gives you foundation of the verse. We're then going to make a C chord. Okay, and with that C chord, so that's ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A, index finger on the 2nd fret on the D, pinky, index on the 1st fret on the B. And you're going to go. So you're just going to pick A string, then skip down to D string, G string, sorry, and then B string. Always that same rhythm with my version. Okay, good so far. C sharp minor. Now, this requires a bar chord, so you're going to be pressing down the bottom 5 strings with your index finger, middle finger on the 4th fret on the B, ring and pinky on the 5th fret on the G and the B string. Okay, that's what the chord looks like. Notice my fingers are on the tips and I'm doing diagonal pressure with the thumb. Okay, and to pick that, we're going to go A string, D, A, G, B, like we did with the previous C. So we go from, I'm going to go from the C into that now. Okay, good. And then finally to a G chord. So we're going to make a folk G, index finger on the 2nd fret on the A, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the E, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B, and 3rd fret also with the pinky on the finish string. Now with this one you go thickest string with your plectrum, followed by D string, and then if you want to, a little strum of the G and B. So like this. Okay, or if you prefer, just picking, okay? But I quite like a strum there. Okay, so that gives you all of what we'll call verse, okay? So I'm now gonna just recap on all of that so you can play it with me. After and a 4, 3 and 4 and. Okay, notice there was 2 G's there at the end. We then repeat that pattern, okay? So I'm going to do it with a little bit of the vocal this time. Da, 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 C, C minor and G. Now when you do the second G, this is quite important. We go G as normal, so G, D string, strum, and then move your index finger to the 2nd fret on the thickest string, give that a pick, and go open on the D and strum again. So, okay, so that's the rhythm we're going to use. Okay, and that joins into the Here Comes the Rain again. When September ends, here comes the... Okay, so we're going to go to an E minor chord. That's middle finger on the A string on the 2nd fret and ring finger on the 2nd fret on the D. Play the thickest string with your plectrum at open. Then play the D string with the 2. And what you're going to do is strum just the G and B string as well. So we go. Okay, that's your E minor done. Here comes the B minor. It's the same as the C minor, which was up here, just moved down a fret. So that second fret bar on the bottom 5 strings, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the B, ring and pinky on the 4th fret this time on the G and B, doing the same picking pattern. So we're going A string, D string, strum G and B. You can strum or you can go like that. It's your choice. You see what you prefer the sound of. So that's the B minor. Then we're going to go to C, do the same pattern as before. Okay, and then to a D. Sorry, to the G again. Okay, so I'll recap. So this is the first G as normal. Then we've got G, G over F sharp, then E minor, B minor, C, G, G over F sharp. So that's the same thing again when you get back to the G. So we go G, to G over F sharp, then we go E minor again, B minor again, C and D chord. So that D chord, index finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the thinner string, ring finger on the 3rd fret. And for the picking pattern for that, you play the open D string, then the G string on the 2nd fret and strum the bottom 2. So it's... Okay, so let's put all that together. So September ends, E minor, B minor, C, G, G over F sharp, E minor, B minor, C to D. And then we're back into our intro, 5 and 3. I might as well play this for you as well. So I'll go from the D so you can hear how it joins. Practicing your joins is very important in all song when you're learning songs. La, da, na, da, na, na, C is normal, C minor and G. And that's where I left my performance at the beginning of the video. I'm going to take you through the rest of the song now. So then basically we're going for G, G again. And then if you want, although if I was doing this as a campfire thing, I'd actually take this part out, but there's then this part. Then the drums come in, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. And then the guitar changes from being an electric acoustic to an electric, which obviously we can't do in a campfire situation. So my advice is to do 2 of these, not 4, then start singing again. And then on this Wake Me Up, make a C chord, and we're going to start strumming. This is going to be your go-to rhythm. C, C minor, G. Okay, and what you can do now is you can keep strumming throughout these verses. So instead of going, you can be strumming these chords. These work fine. So G, G over F sharp, E minor, back to G, wake me up. Okay, so wait, then you're into C, C minor, S. So instead of, I've just shown you the chords there, G, G over F sharp, E minor, and then back to G if you're going to do that part round in a circle. So that's the strum way of doing that. As I'm sure you've already guessed, the strummed way of doing the Here Comes the Rain Again is So we're going to be strumming as normal. When September ends. So I'll join it in now. G, G over F sharp, E minor. Comes the B minor again. C from the G, G over F sharp, E minor, B minor, C to G. And then optional, either go as my name or as my memory rests, it never forgets what I lost. Wake me up. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you there is that if you wanted to keep the strumming and the atmosphere was right where people wanted something more strumming rather than picking, then you can strum that section as well. And you should be strumming parts of the song. It's very clear to hear when it's strumming and when it's picking if you listen to the record. I'm not going to be showing you the full structure because really you have all the parts you need. It's very easy now if you've got those parts to be able to play with me to start putting it to the record. There's no chords that are unusual or that you need, and in terms of rhythm patterns you've got it all there. So I'm going to leave this one to you to piece it together. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep on playing.